Hello dear students and teachers, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will learn important multiple choice questions from the unit Surface Areas and Volume. As many of the students feel little bit difficult in this unit, I have selected the questions such that it is very important for your exams and also it will be very helpful to you to face the exam. Do make a note of all these questions, solve similar questions and also list down all the formulas. I'll post the video link in the description of all the formulas in this unit. If you find my videos are useful, do subscribe and share with your friends. First question, if a cone is cut parallel to the base of it by a plane in two parts, then the shape of the top of the cone will be A. Students, observe the figure. If we cut a cone parallel to the base by a plane, the upper part is called cone. Do observe the figure. If you cut a cone by a plane parallel to the base, then the upper part is called as cone. The upper part is called as cone. Therefore, the correct answer is option C. A similar question, if you cut a cone into two parts by a plane parallel to the base, then the bottom part left over is the, do observe the, if we cut a cone by a plane parallel to base, upper part is cone, the lower part is called as frustum of cone. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, frustum of cone. Students, make a point. If we cut a cone parallel to base by a plane, the upper part is called as cone. The bottom part is called as frustum of cone. Therefore, for this question, the correct answer is option B, frustum of cone. Now, moving to next question. If we change the shape of an object from a sphere to a cylinder, then the volume of cylinder will. The correct answer is, it will not change. That is option C, remains unchanged. That is, if we change the shape of a three-dimensional object, the volume of new shape will be same. If you recast a solid from one shape to another, the volume remains unchanged. Very important concept. Fourth question, if R is the radius of sphere, then the surface area of sphere is given by, the correct answer is option A, 4 pi r square. The surface area of sphere is 4 pi r square. In the same way, they can ask surface area of all the other solids. Do make a note of all the formulas. Now question number 5. If a cylinder is covered by two hemispheres shaped lid of equal shape, then the total surface area of new object will be. A cylinder is covered by two hemispheres. Consider a cylinder and the top and bottom portion is covered by two hemispheres. Then the total surface area of object will be, the surface area of cylinder is 2 pi rh, then the surface area of hemisphere is 2 pi r square. Now add it, 2 pi rh plus 2 times 2 pi r square, we get 2 pi rh plus 4 pi r square. You can make a note of it. Curved surface area of cylinder is 2 pi rh. Curved surface area of hemisphere is 2 pi r square. Now, if we add, we get 2 pi rh plus 4 pi r square. Therefore, the correct answer is option C. You can expect this kind of questions for your exam. Now moving to sixth question. If we join two hemispheres of same radius along their bases, then we get, if we join two hemispheres, we get a sphere. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, sphere. If we join two hemispheres, we get a sphere. The correct answer is option C. Question number 7. The total surface area of hemispherical solid having radius 7 cm. We need to find out the total surface area of hemisphere whose radius is 7 cm. The total surface area of hemisphere is 3 pi r square. 3 into pi value is 22 by 7. Substitute 3 into 22 by 7 into radius is 7. Therefore, 7 into 7, 7 and 7 will cancel out. We get 3 into 22 into 7. 3 times 22 is 66. 66 times 7 is 462. Therefore, the total surface area of hemisphere is 462 square centimeter. The total surface area of hemisphere is 462 square centimeter. Now moving to question number 8. A solid formed on revolving a right angle triangle about its height is. Consider a right angle triangle. If you rotate it about its height, we get a right circular cone, or we call simply cone. If you rotate a right angle triangle about its height, we get a right circular cone. Therefore, the correct answer is option C. Question number 9. The surface area of a sphere is 616 square centimeter. Then its radius is. Given surface area of sphere is 616 square centimeter, we need to find out the radius. We know that the surface area of sphere is 4 pi r square. Given the surface area is 616, therefore 4 pi r square equals 616. Now pi r square equals 4 times 154 is 616. Therefore pi r square equals 154. Now r square equals 154 divided by pi. R square equals 154 divided by pi value is 22 by 7. Now we get r square equals 154 into 7. The 7 will go to the numerator. Therefore, r square equals 154 into 7 divided by 22. 154 divided by 22, we get 7. 22 times 7 is 154. Therefore, r square equals 7 into 7. Therefore, r square equals 7 into 7, we get 49. Therefore, r equals square root of 49. What is the square root of 49? The square root of 49 is 7. Therefore, the radius of sphere is 7 centimeter. Therefore, the correct answer is option A, 7 centimeter. Question number 10. A cylinder and a cone are of same base radius and same height. The ratio of volume of cylinder to that of cone is. Students, you can find out by substituting the formula. Another simpler way is the volume of cylinder is equal to 3 times the volume of cone. Volume of cylinder is what? 3 times the volume of cone. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, 3:1. Volume of cylinder equals 3 times the volume of cone. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, 3:1. You can try out by substituting the formula, you will get same answer. Question number 11. If two solid hemispheres of same base radius are joined together along their bases, the curved surface area of this new solid is. Students, already we have discussed, if we join two hemispheres, we get a sphere. Therefore, the surface area of sphere is 4 pi r square. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, 4 pi r square. If we join two hemispheres, we get a sphere. Therefore, the surface area of sphere is 4 pi r square. Now moving to question number 12. The shape of the following figure is a combination of, students, you can expect definitely these kind of questions. You need to observe the figure and you need to find out the solids combination. The given figure is combination of cylinder and two cones. Do observe it. The figure contains cylinder and two cones. Therefore, the option C, two cones and a cylinder. Now moving to question number 13. The shape of glass tumbler, do observe the figure, is usually in the form of, directly you can say that the following figure is of the form frustum of a cone. The figure is of the form or is frustum of a cone. Question number 14. If the volume of a cube is 1728 centimeter cube, then the length of its edge is equal to, given volume of a cube is 1728, we need to find out its length. Students, we know that volume of cube is given by the formula L cube, that is, let L be the side of the cube, volume of the cube will be length into length into length. Therefore, substitute volume of cube as 1728. Therefore, L cube equals 1728. Therefore, L equals cube root of 1728. Therefore, L equals 12 centimeter. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, 12 centimeter. Question number 15. A cylindrical pencil sharpened at one edge is a combination of, do observe the figure, a cylindrical pencil sharpened at one edge is a combination of cylinder and a cone. Therefore, the correct answer is option A cone and a cylinder. Do observe the figure and you can easily find out. A similar question, a shuttlecock used for playing badminton has the shape of a combination of, do observe the shuttlecock is of the shape combination of hemisphere and frustum of cone. Therefore, the correct answer is option D, a frustum of a cone and a hemisphere. Now moving to question number 17. The total surface area of solid hemisphere of radius r. The total surface area of hemisphere is 3 pi r square. The total surface area of solid hemisphere of radius r is 3 pi r square. Question number 18. The volume of a cylinder is 300 meter cube. Then the volume of cone having same radius and height as that of cylinder is. Very simple question. Without any calculation, you can directly say the answer. We have already discussed this. Volume of cylinder is equal to 3 times the volume of cone. Therefore, just divide volume of cylinder by 3, we get volume of cone. Therefore, volume of cone equals volume of cylinder divided by 3, that is 300 divided by 3, we get 100 meter cube. Therefore, the correct answer is option D, 100 meter cube. In case if they ask you to find out volume of cylinder, just multiply by 3 with volume of cone. Here you need to find out volume of cone, you need to divide volume of cylinder by 3. Now moving to next question. Constant solids in the given combination of figure is, the following figure is a combination of cone, cylinder and hemisphere. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, cylinder, cone and hemisphere. The figure is combination of cylinder, cone and hemisphere. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, cylinder, cone and hemisphere. Now, Moving to question number 20, a repeated question which has been asked in model paper. A funnel shown in the given figure, in the below figure, is a combination of, it is frustum and a cylinder. A funnel is a combination of frustum of a cone and a cylinder. Do observe the figure and you can tell directly. Now moving to question number 21. The height and radius of the base of a cone are 12 cm and 5 cm respectively. We need to find out slant height. Given height as 12 cm, radius as 5 cm, we need to find out the slant height. The relation between slant height and radius of a cone is L square equals R square plus H square. Now L equals square root of R square plus H square. Now substitute the values. L equals square root of radius 5 cm and height 12 cm. We get L equals square root of 5 square plus 12 square. L equals square root 5 square is 25 plus 12 square is 144. L equals square root of 25 plus 40. Slant height L equals square root of 169. So therefore L equals square root of 169 is 13 centimeter. Now I have given the list of formulas as a table. Students, make a note of all this question. Definitely, if you learn the formulas, it is very easy to solve any questions from this unit. Without learning formulas, it is very difficult to solve the mathematical formulas for your exam. Now, make a note of all these questions, learn, practice. Students, hopefully the videos are helping you. If you find my videos are useful, do subscribe the channel and do share with your friends and also with your juniors. I'll be posting as many questions as possible before the examination. Do practice all the questions and try to score the good marks or the best marks. Thank you.